And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Planet Crafter, or the Planet Crafter, however you want to know the name of the game. This is the first part after we got back from traveling to help someone move. As far as the progress in the game, we are sort of in the amphibian stage, moving towards the animal stage. I think there's one more stage after that, and that's basically the game. At least on default prime here. I think mostly we're going to be exploring, because we're just looking to get terraforming up, so it's getting more stuff moving. So more frogs, more butterflies. We're not quite at animals yet, which will come up at 1.25, so we're about halfway to animals. And animals are going to be the last big thing to make us move, I think. Yeah, used to rejoin a ship in orbit, which is how you end the game. Solar system screen. Go out to the other ones. Traveling. So if you're playing a game where you go to multiple locations, the interplanetary travel walk is there. Okay. You've already got a water life collector set up. We could probably do some more tier 3 ore extractors. We'll look at the map in the moment. We should be able to see which ones, or at least I should be able to remember which ones we set up. We don't have any up for the basic resources, for example. Setting those up for the basic resources would not be bad. Biomass. We set up a harvesting robot so that we've basically got a reliable supply of generic frog eggs to transmute into better frog eggs. Don't think we've done the tier 4 back. And we have access to tier 1 animal food, even though we don't have access to tier 1 animals yet. Fair enough. And yeah, that's the next thing, which is animal shelters, animal feeders, that'll unlock. Coming over here, I could have set M as well to look at it on the map. We've got a mining operation going here, 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 and at the aluminum and the uranium. So uranium, aluminum, iridium, sulfur, osmium, zeolite, and superalloy were all actively mining. I don't have to put the tier 3 miners on the dedicated silicon magnesium deposits or whatever if I want to mine those. I can just place them and tell them make X, which will probably be what we do if we go with that option. Down over here we do have a... Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's presumably where the default explore area ends, over there. But over here we obviously have set up a frog harvesting location. And there's a bunch of places to explore that we haven't really been up into. We haven't been really exploring up here that we can explore. I think this biome is now accessible, although we might need explosives to get in there. So, a bunch of different places to go, sort of exploration-wise, to keep ourselves busy as we try to optimize our sort of or sort of town here. At the same time, we probably want to get a few more bots going. That would be potentially tempting to do as well. And then we can get more rockets. We've only got 2 animal rockets up there. It may be worth putting a few more up there. But first, let's get our character hydrated and think about what we're going to do. It might just be that we go exploring. There we go, there's our character hydrated. Do we have food in the inventory? I can eat some of that. Check out what the trunk space is currently. Okay, so the trunk is reasonable. Uncommon, zeolite, high quality food. We've got some silk on me. Was I trying to build something that required silk? When I ended the stream last time. Yeah, probably fish farms. So it might be tempting to try to make up some more. Although this is silk production rate, not don't necessarily need a lot of silk. I've got one last thing I want to build that costs silk, right? Which is the fish farm, so we get more fish going. There we go, that's enough for another fish farm. Do I even have the plankton in the inventory? I do even have the plankton in the inventory. Okay, so we can get another fish farm going, and then I can put some fish out and about. I think the golden fish is the best fish we have. We'll grab the other fish out of here and we'll think about just making new fish for that fishery. farm. How many fish do we put in the fish farm? 1. Okay, so we put the golden one in here. And then we have another fish farm over here that I saw. Let's make sure it's got the best fish in it that we can. 1 point. Okay, so we have to do that swap. Get a little bit better fish going. The outdoor ones, I think, are a little bit better for fish usage. Have another provost, and then we get another one inside going. All the way upstairs. And to be fair, I think you're putting another story up here. Yeah, I got even another story up here. So we got plenty of space. To put more stuff out. Yeah, tempting to do a bunch more fisheries. Also tempting to get more silk, so we can do more fish farms outside. Take up less indoor space. This is how we make animals. I don't think we have a place to put them yet. Not sure if we need... Well, it says at least the first 3 traits have to be added. So we need a species, a color A, a color B. The rest is apparently optional. B, silk, rare. Okay. Thinking about putting an animal together so when we do get the animals, we can do one right away. And we'll do a rare, because rare is reasonably common. I need a color A and a color B. The seeds here are all color Bs by the looks of it. Put a Sanga in. Find one. Yeah, there's a Sanga. And then obviously we need a color A. Okay, so that's the butterfly larva. So we need to basically pick up a larva for the butterfly. We'll grab pink. And I think that's all we need. There we go. For the animal. Oh, I've got to put them in the container here. Machine allows the creation of animals from genetic traits and certain genetic traits into this machine container, then our interact the screen to choose those traits. Okay. Boop, 3 in. Oh, it's the same both sides. Okay. And now that we've got them put in, I can just select them like so. We got an approximation of what the animal is going to look like. The rest of this is optional. I think we'll just synthesize a basic creature there. And we got ourselves our first creature. And multiplier, 1,000. So now we just need an animal shelter to make that functional. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty close to the end of the run here. Not quite there yet. You're making osmium. Osmium rod, okay. So that presumably means we're out of osmium rods. Or out of osmium, not out of rods. Okay. So yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why we want more bots going. Is... I think we've got the mining speed. I think it's just getting the bots getting stuff back, right? See, all the bots are out and flying about, I think. Well, maybe they're not. We can check. Oh, no, they're not all on about. Maybe I do need more osmium. mining capacity. So the tier 3 miner is a machine. I don't need to hide the lower tiers. There we go. So it's osmium rod, super alloy rod, iridium rod, 3 titanium. 3 titanium is pretty easy to get. The 3 rods will be the hard part. Iridium rod's easy enough. There's where we got the storage of the super alloy. And then we had an osmium rod. Okay. And then 3 titanium. Paired it up with the... Yes, there you go. There's the titanium. Okay, and the fact that we're out of titanium in our titanium demanding container probably means that means if we want to make a titanium one. Where to put that where it's not in the way? I'll put it over here. Don't necessarily want to put it too far away because we don't really want the bots flying very far with the titanium, but... like so, and then we come up and it doesn't get what I wanted to extract, which is titanium. And supply everything. So this will extract titanium, and then the bots will pull that over to that titanium chest. And I guess we might as well go exploring, because we need to wait for that titanium to pile up a little bit more before we can make more miners. Let's see what the current power state is as well. 5,000 kilowatts, or about 5 megawatts. And yeah, okay, so we got plenty of power. I don't need to be thinking about power. I'm just going to be exploring for as a way to pass the time, or waiting for the titanium to pile up a little bit. There's the door. Oh, I suppose we could look. We got some upgrades, I think, for you, right? So we've got T1 lights. We should probably upgrade the lights. T2 equipment. Limit auction. Vehicle beacon. Inventory size. Jetpack for the vehicle. So let's go see what we've actually unlocked over here. Oh, I don't need to teleport it back. Let's see. Equipment increases there. Okay, it goes up to 2. I don't think we necessarily need the second one. Right-click that in case we don't have it yet. On tier 2 inventory, we go to tier 3. Okay. Might be tempting to do the speed upgrades. Sorry about that. I had a family member come down, wondering what's going on the internet, and the answer is just going in and out. Might be tempted to do the vehicle logistics, although we need some circuit boards for that. And then we got tier 2 lights. Okay. Obviously, I don't have that many pin slots, so the pins didn't all stay. Okay, so let's grab the lights, because I think there's an upgrade to the lights. There might be an inventory. I'll just pull them all from on. Okay. Lights, all those we have upgrades for. Okay, I don't need the equipment increase. Let's go put the equipment one back. Got tier 2 equipment already. That's the grid size. Equipment back in there. Okay. Inventory won't necessarily be cheap. And the highest cost of that is actually going to be the fact that we don't have the osmium, I think, right now. The inventory size. Well, the inventory size is probably the most tempting of these. I don't have any of the Blazar. So to go get the tier 3 speed... I don't even have the tier 1 speed. Oh, interesting. Yeah, to get the tier 3 speed, I'm going to need to go get some Blazar quartz from somewhere. What do we need for the second light? So the tier 1 light is sulfur, cobalt, silicon. I'll give me the tier 2 light by combining with the existing one. That's probably what we want to do. Oh, and there's no upgrade to the jetpack, so I can put the jetpack back. Put the jetpack and the oxygen back. Oxygen's not super important because the atmosphere is breathable at this point, but... Sulfur, gold, silicon. Okay, perfect. Let's get that. Silicon. Cobalt must be upstairs. I know the sulfur is. Oop. Didn't want to mess with the text. Sulfur. There's... Oh no, the cobalt's downstairs. Remember what it looks like. It's the blue one here. With that, we can assemble a light, tier 1, and upgrade it to tier 2. So when it's dark, we can actually see where we're going in our vehicle. Okay. So, for the speed, I think it probably is worth doing the speed. We need 2 things of explosive. Well, actually, no, we need a lot more than 2 things of explosive. The tier 2 requires an explosive. And then we need 2 of those to make the tier 3. So I actually need quite a few rocket engines. We need 4 rocket engines. Eight zeolite. We have that much. Although I don't have the blue crystals, do I? No. Put you back for the moment because we know we don't have the blue crystals. I'll prep the spare tier 2 just in case. And then, do I have an explosive powder? Explosive powder is pretty easy to make, right? With what we've got being mined already. Double sulfur, iridium. Iridium's upstairs. Once we split the chests, I put the iridium upstairs. The question is, where did I put the iridium upstairs? Or did I put it downstairs again? There's the iridium. Not enough iridium, but it's enough to start. 1 explosive. Oh, there's a little bit more osmium. Not that we need that right now. Okay. So yeah, at this point I just need explosive powders and the blue crystals. Unpin a couple of those. Would be nice to do the inventory size increase. I got enough stuff that I can get the inventory size increase, assuming about the fabric, of course. Put the first speed, tier 2 speed module in there while we're waiting. And where did I put my fabric? I might not actually have the fabric, thinking about it. Yeah, I might not have the fabric. Not sure if I put a buffer on that or not. I'm gonna guess I have not. In which case you'd be containing all the stuff. I can make a little bit out of silk, so that's not gonna be too much of a concern. And then I have one as is, right? I have the tier 2 size increase. Might just put the tier 2 size increase back in for the moment while we go hunting for the crystals. Do I make the silk at you? No. That's a good question. Where do I make the silk? I know the crafters can make the silk, but there should be a place to make it elsewhere. Here, I make the silk here. Okay, so give it a moment, we'll get a little bit more silk. We had osmium in this chest. And super alloy silicon. Silicon's pretty easy. And super alloy. Don't have enough super alloy. Apparently our character is thirsty and hungry from all the distractions I've been getting involved in. Okay, so I'm just a super alloy short on that. Okay, we're going to put that one together. And then tier 2 is another fabric and another tier 1. So it's a super alloy and a inventory increase. Or a fabric, yeah. Okay. So work on the fabric. That should be enough for me to get the inventory size increase. Got lucky with the super alloy coming in, which should be pretty reliable speed. There we go. Okay, so as soon as we have the fabric, we can do the tier 2. Tier 3 is magnet power, which we have. We're looking for blue. We're looking for chips. Okay. Those are my tier 1s to make tier 2. Those are my tier 1s to make tier 2. Put them in the trunk for the moment so we don't misplace them. Oh, and I need that sulfur for making explosives, which is iridium. There. Oh, and the iridium chest is downstairs. Now that I think about it. There we go. Make explosives. So with that, I can get the speed upgraded. Is that what I was missing for? Oh no, I'm still missing. Still gonna be missing one. One ingredient. Well, two ingredients. Well, two. Two items of one ingredient type. Makes sense. Okay, so let's go out with our exploring vehicle here. It's a lot faster, yeah. Speed. We've got speed. Okay, so I think the first place to go, knowing that we need various types of crystals, is go over to the Crystal Cave, the Rainbow Cave. Explore that first. The circuit boards are probably going to be best to get from a crash of some sort, so I can go look for one of the crashes afterwards. We don't fill the inventory up yet. Oh, with the speed upgrades, the hover is definitely more maneuverable. Okay, so we're going to park for the moment. Don't necessarily need more pulsar, but we'll grab a little pulsar while we're here. It's silicon, right? Yeah. The magnetar, this is the purple. We don't really need the purple right now, so we'll keep going into the cave. Find the way forward. This might actually be the end, now I'm thinking of it. No, that's the way forward. Okay, next color, blue. Light blue. This is one of the ones we do need. And we needed two of these. We'll grab a couple extra because we know we might want more later. Yeah, we'll grab that silicon anyway. I think technically that's all I needed from a color perspective. Here's the solar. I didn't really need solar, but we'll grab it for here. Well, I'll grab it because we're here. Definitely plenty more blue in here. Could probably do with more purple, but that's fine. Let's think pulsar. Grab a couple pulsar. Because over here, we're not... Well, pulsar is the one we can also easily make right now, so... Too worried about getting more. Now we're outside. I think one of these waterfalls had something behind it. Didn't loot before. Yeah, blue chest behind this one. Yoink the contents. Energy multiplier would not be terrible. Exploring one, yeah. Okay, bioplastic's not going to be that hard to make, so the only thing we're missing from completing our upgrade cycle here is, well, I think we had a magnetar back at base. But magnetar and then really the circuit board, so I think we're going to go look for a wreck to try to get some circuit boards out of. So we'll fly back down to our rover. We'll go exploring for another wreck. Empty inventory into the trunk for the moment. You know, there's definitely a lot of space up here that we haven't explored. Still think we're a little faster driving on the wheels rather than flying about. Flying is useful when the terrain is difficult. Okay, so no way in there unless we bring explosives up. I haven't brought any explosives with us. Explosives also cost circuit boards, so they're not the cheapest thing in the world. Oop, there's a chest there. Let's loot the chest. Random chest in the wild. Another blazer quartz, not bad. Some more explosives. More rocket engines, really valuable. Oh, generic frog eggs. Not that I needed frog eggs. The generic kind, but... Is it control click? Yeah, control click. It's Volvo type. It's getting a smidge full, but that's fine. Interesting plant. Oh, there's a cave over there. Okay, let's explore the cave where we can't take the truck into. Got some sulfur, got some aluminum. Again, probably looking for a wreck more than anything else. It's a place we can get into if we bring some explosive along. Which, of course, we don't have with us right now. So I think this might be the end of the exploration here for a bit. Definitely more here. Just we can't get into it right now. Nope, convenient magnetar. So yeah, I think out of the circuit, other than the circuit boards, I think we've got enough to get all those upgrades complete. Not sure if we've unlocked the recipe for... circuit boards. Don't remember it being particularly friendly if we did. Iridium. Another interesting cave. Well, this looks like an alternative to the Iridium cave. With a explosive area in the back? Okay. I think that's a harvestable seed over there. Rima plant. Yeah, that is a harvestable one. We'll pick that up. And we've been down here before, although it's been a little while. Oh, I suppose we haven't checked to see if there's any circuit boards I can recover from this wreck over here. At least not recently. Go take a peek in here, see if we can get some. It probably is in the section of the wreck I can't get into right now. This is one of the wrecks with a door that we can open. Put a fusion thing in it. I'm pretty sure this is a dead end down here. Anyway, that's where we put the power in if we want the power, and there is actually a couple of debris here. So there we go. No circuit boards. Oh, there's actually some more there. Okay, not a bad search. Get back to base and get this stuff assembled. And probably get a couple more bots going at the same time. Although I could do explosives as well. Might do explosives. And I think we're gonna go even faster. And again, we're doing this sort of to keep ourselves entertained while we're waiting for the terraforming to go. There's a couple of things I can do to maybe do the terraforming a little bit faster, but it's not the highest of priorities. Okay, let's try to load... Actually, the first thing, let's try to get silk transmuted into fabric. So that's up on the floor. That's going to be 2 fabric. I don't think that's enough. The recipe off there says 3. I don't remember if I have one in the trunk or not. And it's this, the crafting station. Anyway, we do have the recipe for pulsar quartz. Osmium, zeolite, iridium, uranium, and methane cartridges. It requires circuit boards. I'm not sure we have the recipe for circuit boards. Oh, we do. Okay, so that's maybe not the most onerous of recipes. I wanted to get the bots really flying. Okay, so we did have that. So do tier 1s into the tier 2. Tier 2 into the tier 3, I think is what we got up there, yeah. Not enough space in the inventory. That was maybe not the smartest of plays. So just ejected everything on the floor. Yeah, that wasn't maybe the smartest of things to do. We need the other osmium. Oh, and more fabric. Okay. Let's put the tier back in. Inventory size back in. Got tier 3 speed, so I'm going to unpin the speed. To clean up the local area, let's teleport the vehicle. That way we can pull the stuff up from the empty space. Blue, this is probably zeolite from falling from the sky. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, let's put a bunch of the circuit boards in here. We want 2 for what we're trying to craft. I need bioplastic, which is actually the mushrooms. So 4 mushrooms. Water silicon. I'm going to have to drop some stuff to make the inventory space up for that. I don't need that much osmium. Let's put the osmium down. Don't need that much iridium. Let's put the iridium down. Super relays upstairs. Well, the rods are. Grab a rod. The bioplastic is also going to require 2 things of water to make the 2 bioplastics. Here we go, so we got a logistics set up. Just stick in you. So the big benefit of the logistics, I can now come in here and say, hey, you are a supply everything chest. Except I'm gonna say you demand high quality food. That way doesn't take all my high quality food. Also demand explosives. I don't have any explosives made right now, so it's not taking or moving any of them, but where did I put the... Where are them on the list? That's a good question. So there's the bots. Yeah, fusion energy cell is not a terrible thing to say. Request. You're on here somewhere. We're trying to remember what it looks like as being the difficult part. There's explosive powder, but I want the explosives, which is a different thing altogether. Unlocked or... well, it is unlocked, so it should be in the list. I just don't know where to look in the list. That's a good question. There it is. Okay. That way the bots don't take absolutely everything, but take most of the important stuff we don't need. Okay, so for the inventory, I just need more fabric. I don't think the silk maker has been quite that fast. Conveniently replace all the silk in itself. Oh, almost has been. Give it a moment while we put the rest of our inventory away. For example, I don't need most of these rocket engines. Okay. Crystal away. There's some more seed spots. Speed it away. I might ping some of these on one. I don't know if I have a mutagen specific one. Yeah, I don't have a mutagen specific one, but the probably where I want to put it because what we've been gathering has already filled up that spot. Oh, actually, I need that crystal. Oh, don't need all the crystal, though. I need one of them. Okay. Let's stop trying to put stuff away for the moment, so I don't put away things I don't want. Current progress. I need one more silk, so that should be coming along in a short bit here. And then we worked out to continue exploring. We need explosives. Well, exploring up where we were looking, we need explosives, right? So I think to get into this area specifically, we're going to need explosives. We've got a couple places to explore that don't require explosives. First, got there down there we can explore that doesn't have explosive requirements. This is an area we're going to want to explore at some point. And that's probably not going to need explosives. So let's not let's not actually make explosives right now because I don't think I need them. There's an argument to make more bots. The bots are rocket engines, circuit boards, iron. Okay, so let's grab 3 rocket engines and 3 circuit boards and make 3 bots. Because I've got the 3 iron in the inventory. And that's not going to completely bankrupt us on circuit boards right now. And that immediately got put in there. Good to see. And silk is one more layer up. There we go. think of enough space in it. This is not gonna just explode the inventory again, hopefully. Yeah, enough space. And then 1, 2, 3. And a really, really big chest. Back of this thing. So three expansions to the size. Nice big inventory here. To ship things where we want them. And the next question is, did we settle the upgrades? So we've got you, yeah. Got you. We now have you, so we can go real fast. We got the improved lights, we got oxygen, beacon, I got the logistics and the jetpack. So I think we are good. Upgrading our vehicle here. Go ahead and go and bring this part for YouTube to a close. The stream has probably been cutting in and out, so it probably hasn't been the best streams for people watching on the stream, but I hope you've been enjoying whether you're watching it. Well, hopefully you've been enjoying it if you've been watching it live. If you're watching it on YouTube, again, this is the first recording since I'm back with a break. Probably going to try to make this a long stream, although it might not be the best of streams, again, because of the terrible internet. I'm thinking about trying to make some more miners, right? Some more of the tier 3 miners. Osmium, super alloy, titanium. Let's check to see what the titanium's looking like. I just remembered something I forgot to do. Set the miner as a supply source. Did I? No, I said it as a supply source. Okay, so the titanium has been delivered. Yeah, we want to set a couple of those up so we can get the basic gambit going, being reliably supplied. Here's the titanium. You're the titanium. Okay, so we got plenty of titanium now. How many basic resources are there? So this titanium, obviously, we got one up for that. There's iron, cobalt, iron, cobalt, magnesium. Is that all of them? That might be all of them. I can check when I set the first one of these up. Radium rods are downstairs. So the basic resources are... Oh, apparently sulfur is considered a basic resource because I can mine it from here. I'm not in the sulfur field. Yeah, apparently sulfur is considered basic. So we don't have an iron one set up. We've got titanium set up, so I want to set up the other 4. Oh, I was forgetting when I was forgetting silicon. Should do a 4th one of these then. So you're set up as iron. Cobalt. Magnesium. Well, I guess I didn't need to go all the way out there. Only need to go out there for the automated collection of frog eggs. The frog eggs just spawn at all these little poles. Convenient. Oh, titanium is upstairs. Yeah, upstairs. So I need 3 more of you. A super alloy. An osmium. And a iridium. Oh, I happen to conveniently have one in you. Okay, there we go. This gives us the basic sort of set of everything coming in automated. Way here around the other way, just because of how things are lining up. And then you'll be silicon. So yeah, with that, we should have basic extraction of pretty much most of the resources. We don't have it set up for obsidian. I'm not sure how much we actually need of obsidian. But yeah, we got super, zeolite, sulfur, osmium, iridium, the 5 basic ones, aluminum, uranium. So if we notice we have a shortage of any of them, we can just set more up of that type. Yeah, so that should do it for the basic mining. We haven't necessarily moved as much with the terraforming as I'd like, so it's a little tempting to do more terraforming improvements in the next one. I think it's probably fish. It's either the outdoor fish farm or it's the amphibian farm, I think. That'd be the way to go. It's biomass, either way. 75 plants, just sort of 1,000 animals. If we wanted more plants in particular, the ecosystem is the way to go. And the fish farm. Okay, so it comes down to abundance of good fish, I suppose. Fish farm is only 290 animals. Although we get pretty good modifiers on the fish. Maybe don't get such good ones on the frogs at the moment. Also not sure how many frogs I've got. Well, that probably is the way to go, right? If we're gonna make more, it's probably make fish. Yeah, our best frog is a 4x. Our best fish right now is a 3x. And the frog is already a better sight. Yeah, the frog is just short of 1,000. Here's the fish farm. So yeah, we probably do some frogs, even though the fish farm, I think, is tempting in its own way. Oxygen plants, insects. Where's your heat and pressure? Yeah, I think we're going to do about 12 amphibian ones in the next one. Carbon lava is pretty easy for us to get. Fertilizer is pretty easy for us to get. Water is really easy to get. And then it's just making the frogs. The frogs might be a little bit complicated because we want to do this one. We're going to do the tier 4 mutagen, tier 2 fertilizer. Right now I think we get our tier 4 mutagen mostly... Well, the cost-effective way we're making it is cracking rare insect larvae to its base components. Yeah, we've got a couple of those, so that's not going to be a problem, actually, but it's a thing to remember. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to leave off for now. We'll probably make, as I said, probably make a couple bit of frogs in the beginning of the next one. Which you're watching on YouTube will be tomorrow. And then after that, we'll probably do some exploring. So if you're watching on YouTube, they will be put up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I hope you have been enjoying. I know the internet's been cutting in and out. This is where we're going to put the part break in for this part. We are going to record more parts tonight. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. And catch you all in the next part and or stream. And bye for now.